Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have with me Dead Guy.
Hola.
And we're in the penultimate episode, finally, of our Superman Batman ongoing series. This one we're going to a series of one shots and a two-parter. And this particular one shot deals with now final crisis that occurred. Batman is presumed dead. And this is Judd Winnick writing a story where we see the aftermath of it.
Okay.
I've, I'm waiting up for him. But I've been awake for nearly 2 days. Then I didn't hear him come in. Well, I never hear him come in, but he usually lets me know he's there. Clark, the battle has been over for hours, but there's always a fallout that needs tending. Of all kinds of fallout. Is everything still okay? It's well, it's still done, right? Physical and emotional. Yes, it's over. Bruce is dead. And stay up on old police band frequencies and try to get Gordon on the line again. How bad could it get? I don't know, but we follow procedure. We follow protocol in the wake of these time-altering, reality-splicing events. There's usually a pile of psychic aftermath, like a full moon on steroids. Exactly. There's a better than excellent chance that in the next 12 hours we'll see massive spikes in criminal activity. Messy stuff too. Assaults, vandalism, attempted murder. We need to try and stay ahead of it and keep an open patch to Bruce. The minute he comes back on comms, he's going to want a status report. Sir? Hang on, Alfred. See if we can get Barbara on the line. She could probably cut through all this. Sir? Dick, stop. Sorry, Alfred. Oh, God. No. So, Winnick is giving us the moment when Dick and the others found out. I
Wow.
want to see the body. I want to see the body now. Dick, no. You tell me he's dead and that Darkseid killed him. Nothing about this says natural death. Nothing. I want to see him. You will, but it won't change anything. As you know, the victim is Batman. The event occurred at Darkseid's bunker. By all accounts, the victim was assaulted by the Omega Sanction. A thorough examination of the remains has been completed. It's him. That was Dr. Midnight. DNA's a match. Dental records match. Pennyworth's file and bone breaks match. It's him. Thank you, Pieter. It's the least I can do. If it matters, from the condition of the body, I can tell you that death was near instantaneous. Now remember, in actuality, this was one of the faulty Batman clones that Darkseid had made.
Okay. I remember.
So basically, yeah, Superman had grabbed one of the clones that were still intact, thinking it was Bruce. Yes, he didn't suffer. The injuries rated like a massive exposure to radiation, but it encompasses the entire body. And then Clark thinking back to losing his father, which would
Wow.
cause brain death within a split second. What would you like to do with the remains? We'll take him. We'll take him home. Is it a funeral or a memorial? Not that it matters, I guess. It's a funeral. Just the core of the league. No uniforms. Really? That seems, I don't know, small. It's what Dix wants. You want me to come? It's just the core of the Justice League and no uniform. So there's a privacy issue. Even though you know most, it's okay. I understand. I'll let you get dressed. Clark, you forgot your glasses. No, I didn't. No
Oh.
uniforms. Batman's dead. I mean, the world cannot know he's dead. All we have left of him is the fear he instilled. That is his legacy, and we need to honor that. We need to honor him. We should remember who he was. All of us remember. Yeah, they never did a funeral issue for Batman, I realize. It just led right into Battle for the Cowl.
Mm-hmm.
You must be Batman. Are we going to have a problem? That's entirely up to you. You're quite the Boy Scout. I don't really take that as an insult. Didn't think you would. Maybe we could do this again sometime. I prefer to work alone. But we'll see. To acknowledge his passing spits in the face of everything he fought for, everything he was. Batman lives. Always. And Batman stormed the sea. He basically then seeing when Dick took over. It's him, right? It's Dick. Yes, Batman lives. What's wrong? All of it. All of it is wrong. I don't understand this. What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm honoring him. I'm carrying his legacy. then carry on his legacy. Do it and do it. Be the man he raised you to be, but not in his uniform. You think I like this? You think I didn't agonize over having to be? You think I want to do this? The world needs Batman. Yes, it does, but he's gone. What you're doing is grotesque. Calm down. You know him better than anyone, better than me. And you know his disguise was Bruce Wayne. He was Batman. You're parading around in his skin. You're going to take it off. I'm not. This is something I need to do. What did I have to do? Take it off, Clark. You're reaching for something. Is there something on that belt that's really going to stop me? Clark!
Yeah.
He's gone, Dick. You have to let him go. Clark! I know you lost your father and you're angry. You can do anything in the world, but you can't bring them back. I lost my father too, and this is what I can do.
Oh,
Damn!
damn.
We were really going to strip. Were you really going to strip the costume off of him? No, but I was close. See what I mean? What I told you off screen? This is
Mm-hmm.
clearly referencing this issue with this moment here.
Yep.
We're going to bury all of them, everyone on Earth, everyone we know, everyone we love. They're going to die, and we're just going to go on. It scares me so much. They're all part of me. A bit of me dies with each of them. What happens to a man like me when my grief outweighs my humanity? What happens when it's easier to feel nothing than this? What do I become? Clark, you can call it whatever you like. You can distend it so it speaks to morality and mortality. You can even marry it to the fate of the planet. But the honest truth is, you just miss your friend. You all right? I just want to sit here a little while longer. Hello. Hey. You sealed the cave. The cave was his. This has to be mine. That's wise. Thank you. There's only a handful of people in the world who knew who Bruce was, knew who Batman was. Just a handful who knew how it started for him. But I know from how they spoke of him, they didn't understand. He wasn't a creature of vengeance. He wasn't trying to avenge the death of his parents by lashing out at every criminal he could find. No, he was grateful he'd been spared. He was repaying a debt. Yes, you two had that in common. I'm sorry, Dick. I'm sorry I questioned your actions. But it might not be the last time we're bound to disagree. That happens when you work together. That right? It is. I look forward to that, Superman. Me too, Batman. How was that?
Cool. Very cool. I love Grace and Batman, so that
I do too. Next, we have Joshua Williamson again doing another one of his early works. This time, Supergirl and Damien.
cool.
Great, Ralph. What is this? Have you ever seen something so horrible that it scars you for life? Me? Too many times. But that doesn't mean I'm numb to it all. Even after the destruction of New Krypton and the Blackest Night, I still see things that scare me. And during a bust last night, the dogs began to sniff around for more than just drugs, so we started digging. Can't believe this happened here. Look, Metropolis might be some shining city, but we get our fair share of murder, especially in the slum. I mean, we're no Gotham, but normally you're off saving the world from aliens or gods. I mean that was no disrespect. The world needs saving. But ever since your boss decided to take a walk, this is around during Grounded, by the way,
Okay.
I just didn't think you'd care about the small stuff. First, he's not my boss. And second, how could you think? Just keep on doing what you do best, Supergirl. Fly away and leave this kind of work to the real boys in blue, okay? No, I have to help. I know just who to ask. The world's greatest detective. You're not Batman! Not yet. Doesn't matter. Still fell into my trap. But before I eat you, how did you find me? Wasn't hard. You're a giant walking and talking crocodile. Tell me something I don't know. I picked the lock to these chains 2 minutes ago. Ah! Oh, and Croc, I didn't walk into your trap. You walked into mine. Kill you! Happy Halloween, Croc. Why are you here? You're welcome, Robin. I didn't need your help, alien. Right. I was looking for Batman. He's off with the Justice League doing whatever it is they do. Tim? Don't know, don't care. Different team, same story. Then I'll be leaving. This about the mass grave discovered tonight in Suicide Slum, isn't it? How did you know? Son of Batman. I know, but to catch this killer, I need a detective. Someone who can see things I don't. Funny coming from the girl with X-ray eyes. Metropolis needs this killer captured. But no Dick, no Tim, I'll find anything they can do, I can do better. Fine, you can help, but find your own way to Metropolis.
Damien.
Use your X-ray and telescope vision to scan the bodies and tell me what you see. You can't just use me like some tool from your utility belt. Why not? My father did to Superman all the time. Now scan, alien. You little. Nothing. I'm not seeing radiation or anything unusual. The coroner concluded that the deceased had succumbed to heart attacks and were buried post-mortem. The cops are completely baffled. Good thing you asked for my help. It's a wonder any crimes ever get solved here. I didn't ask for your help, remember? Cross-referencing the victim with the bat database. Got a hit. All were students at Metropolis University and part of an internship program at LexCorp. Lex? And Mr. Lucer's away at the moment. So now let go of my tie, boy. It's a Chez O'Shea original. It's a knockoff. You know why we're here, don't you, Spaulding? What do you know about the mass grave and suicide slum? Nothing. LexCorp has zero to do with those deaths. In fact, we are just as upset as you are. As part of the LexCorp scholarship program, those students were the future of this company. We needed them. Not a knockoff. He's telling the truth. I've seen enough of Lex's underlings lie that when they tell the truth, it sticks out like a sore thumb. And it's kind of creepy. Doesn't matter. We don't need him or Lucer now. The LexCorp human resource system has an easy hack. I have the info on all the remaining living LexCorp interns and their calendars. So we go door to door and see if anyone knows anything? Even better. They're having a Halloween party. Tonight. This is dumb. It was the only costume left. Sure it was. Tried to find something appropriate, more matronly, or that of a streetwalker, but they were fresh out. Why are we doing this, little matches? Try using your head. Being undercover allows us to gather information without arousing suspicion. Well, that is one little freshman. Is your superhero picking up anyone talking about the interns? I'm dropping out. This is too much. My dad told me anything looser was bad news. What have the cops been saying? They're all dead, dude. Dead. This whole thing makes I want to drink more. Not that I need a reason, but still. Heart attacks? They're all talking about it. Judging by their heartbeats, they're terrified. All of them. Except everybody having a good time? Good, good. Him. He's not talking about it, and he isn't afraid. Don't do anything. We don't want to blow our cover.
Hmm.
What did you do? What do you know? Tell me. I don't know anything. I swear. Please, please let me down. There is always torture tactics. He'll break. No, this is something is wrong. I can tell if he's telling the truth. I can't tell if he's telling the truth or not. His heart never misses a beat. It's like nothing scares him. Only one thing scares me, Supergirl, and it isn't you. Only one thing. Supergirl, no! How I envy you. Your fear. My eyes, was you? Moron Crawliverse. Rise. Reactron! Ah, did my flying pretty princess miss me? No, you killed them! Bring it. The fear toxin. You think I'm Reactron? This is gonna hurt.
Uh-oh.
That was as close as you're gonna get. No closer. You let those people die in Suicide Slum, just like you let us die. No, no, that's not what happened. I'm disappointed in you, Supergirl. Superwoman is a better fit in continuing my legacy. She isn't weak like you. I'm not. I don't know what you're seeing. Weak, and I don't care. But I need you to regain your composure. What is happening? Why are you dodging me instead of fighting back? You're going to die, Supergirl, just like your parents and those kids I killed. Fear toxin. You need to break free of its control. Let go of your fears. What was that? How? Wait. You're all dead. The Black Lanterns were defeated. This can't be. It can't. That's right. It's not. Snap out of it. You're Supergirl, damn it. This isn't real. Robin, thought you were Reactron. My parents, Superwoman, fear toxin has that effect, but it normally does it. It's a newer, stronger mix. I made it just in case I ran into one of Metropolis's protectors, but it still wasn't good enough. Why couldn't you let me continue my plan? This has nothing to do with you. Just let me continue with my shut up. Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow. His first toxin must have been what caused the heart attacks in the victims, scared them to death, and then he hid his handiwork in Suicide Slum. But why? Because he took my ring. Lex Luthor took my perfect yellow ring. Damn you, Lex. I was free, finally free of the bat. The fear was my own. Never have I felt such chaste power and horror, like something out of nightmares. I must have it back. Wasn't much use without my ring, so I escaped into the night to plan my revenge. I had to take something from him. LexCorp interns. They were just the beginning. Thanks, Supergirl. Sorry about earlier. Seeing a crime scene like that and has a way of ruining my mood, you know? No problem, Officer Hunt. I understand. Glad we could help. Don't you see? Don't you see? Lex must be punished. I want my ring back. It spoke to me, told me I can still great fear in blackest night, in blackest day, in brightest night. Come on, Robin. I'll give you a right back to Gotham. Thank you, Supergirl. Oh, so you do know my name. Don't make a thing of it. Beware your fears. Did Supergirl drop you? And did Supergirl drop you off? Was that a date? Because if it was, Supergirl's way out of your league. Stop. Hold up. Do you have a crush on her? Drop it. You do. Wait until Alfred hears about this. I know thousands of ways to kill you. Thousands, Grayson. Did she try to hit you? Bruce always said if a girl tries to hit you, that means she likes you. It was a case, nothing more. She was a fair and adequate partner for an alien. Little jerk. How was that?
That was good. I liked it. That
Now,
was
this
good.
one has two stories, but this one is Joe Kelly's back on with some input from his son.
Power Girl and Huntress.
That's a backup story.
Okay.
There has to be rules or this won't work. There are no rules in war. You're just afraid. Okay, fine, no rules. I have kryptonite. No way, no way. There are like 5 pieces of kryptonite in the universe. You can't just go quick, Mario, and buy kryptonite. If you go right there, then it's over, which is why we need rules. So number one, no kryptonite. But serious, you don't really have a chance without it. Because without kryptonite, it doesn't matter what he has. If Superman is man enough and it's a real fight, Batman is dead in 3 seconds, which brings us to rule two: no killing. Gus, it's a fight. People fight all the time, and they don't kill each other, Skylar. Especially not Superman or Batman. Right. So that's why, and it shouldn't even be a question. This isn't a who would kill who first. This is who would win the fight. I mean, I could just have Doomsday and Darkseid show up in an ice cream truck, and they're both dead. True, true. Okay, so I'm Batman and you're Superman, and something really bad happens, and we have to fight. No, and not like I don't recognize you or I've got star on my face. Now you die. Exactly, something real that would make them go at it. Time out. Do we need any other rules? No Batmite. No Mixius Pitalik. No magic. Okay, so let the duel begin at the Hall of Justice. Time out. We didn't figure out what they're fighting about. Doesn't matter. Of course. I mean, they wouldn't fight over a chick. So long as there's crime in the streets, I have no time for Nookie. Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay, I guess. What about a big moral dilemma, like Robin is killed? Oh, again? I'm going to kill the monster who did this to Robin. Dude, you're going to look and get all upset and look around the world and stuff. And then when you catch him, you won't. You want me to just go get him and throw him in jail? Nah, membership in the league. I work better alone. If you don't count Robin, Batgirl, Batwoman, Azrael, the other Robin, Nightwing, and Oracle, and the Outsiders. Honestly, I only hang out with you guys because it's fun. I'm kind of more powerful than all of you combined. I mean, you're still cool, but just saying. What a couple of burp. Gus, I have to go eat soon. Maybe you can skip the reason. Yeah, thinking's hard. Okay, something big happened and then. So that's it? You can't compromise, can't see things from any perspective but your own? I've played the English. There's no other way. You have to trust me or everyone dies. There's always another way. Not this time, Superman. Don't make me hurt you. That's right, Batman. And that's right. Batman takes no crap. What you got? I got super speed is what I got. Batman does not. Ugh. The only person you're going to hurt is yourself. So I took your toys away. Maybe I can, and because I can't. Maybe you'll stop acting like a child and listen to reason. I sincerely doubt it. and Code Damocles. What's a Damocles? Read a book, man. It's the giant sword that hung by a thread over some dude's head. Batman was ready for something like this. 10 steps ahead. Doubt it. Yeah, well, the explosion isn't just to hurt Superman. It blinds him, like looking into a sun. A cut capsule of lead microfilament scatters, and its X-ray vision is useless for a second. And a second is all I need to escape. Okay, that's smart. But was the explosion loud? Not really. Why? Because that means I can still hear your heartbeat, Batman. You can't hide. I don't hide. 10 steps ahead. But I took out his belt and jug. Subcontagious beacon. That's a remote under his skin. That's sick, dude. Who would do that? Someone who doesn't like to lose and who thinks of everything and is messed in the head. Wouldn't you get like radiation poisoning or something? No. Give up? You're just wasting your time. You know I'm faster, stronger. Don't forget more chatty. Batman doesn't quip Gus. And Gus, I know, but you can only grunt so many times before it gets boring. You're not supposed to, what, annoy me? Superman isn't sarcastic. I know, but it's boring if he's all, let's stop fighting and talk. Yes, actually, yes, it is supposed to annoy you, super turd. Real mature. It's time you took a nap, baby. Figure 30,000 feet up should put you to sleep. Not in this. What is that? Batman doesn't have unfolding armor. Why not? It's what the Batplane dropped off before smashing into Superman. 10 steps ahead and the master of all things tech. It's just another toy, Batman. You can't make up with powers with and make up for powers with toys. That depends. I have some pretty big toys. What the heck is that? Batman Superman robot made by the Toy Man. Don't you ever check out YouTube? That's stupid. And wasn't it destroyed? Batman rebuilt it. How much money do you think he has? What up? Put up or shut up. Doesn't matter what you throw at me, Batman. There's nothing you can make that I can't break. I know. That's why I had to get you angry enough to ignore that. This wasn't a weapon. It was a container. What did you do? Dude, what did you do? Imagine if you had all the time and money in the world. And imagine if there was someone you knew you'd have to fight someday. Who was faster, stronger, more powerful in every way, but not smarter. Just powerful as all heck. You would figure out a way to take away that power at any cost, even if it means taking away the sun. You're insane. No, I just can't accept failure. You're not always right. Look who's talking. Truth just didn't do it my way. I can't stop this. Welcome to the human race. And then, there's no real winner, is there? They both sort of. I know. They'd never give up. Either one. Ever until both of them were dead. Which is why it's it's a stupid game, because it wouldn't ever happen. Right. They're like partners, got each other's back. Anytime, any place. They're always going to be friends. Word, laters, see ya. So what do you think? I think you just wasted 5 minutes of my time. Oh, come on. I thought they were clever. Hmm. Except for one thing. I would win. Without kryptonite? Without kryptonite. Have to say, the kid actually had a lot of it right. How I'd beat you. What part? Batman,
that
I know you're just messing with my head. Seriously, what part? How was that?
was brilliant.
Now we see there was
Brilliant.
now we have Brett Booth working on this. Like, hello, Huntress. And what are you doing here? I said you were done with Gotham. Just because I'm not a birds of prey anymore doesn't mean I can't help. We don't need your help. I was tracking the seismic activity from Starware and thought maybe you could use some backup. We've had earthquakes before. It's just cleanup now. Helena, really, we can handle it. There's something else. What? I detected an energy source of unknown origin that entered our atmosphere and then plummeted. I'm guessing that the earthquake was caused by whatever crashed here. Oh boy, a poor young alien. It's just feeling all of this pain, and she's getting all these memories of painful memories.
Wow, his
There, and
artwork is great.
there, a child. Maybe, but that telepathic attack came from him. He's scared and dangerous. Huntress, wait! Ooh, I don't think he's causing the tremors. I think the ship crashed off the seismic activities. Oh, jeez. He's not trying to hurt anyone. It doesn't matter if he's trying to or not. He's dangerous. He just needs to go home. It's totally destroyed. He's stranded. Just like you. I'm so sorry. I wish we could help you. It'd take a long time to figure out how to send you home, By then there might be nothing to go home to, and no one left to miss me. We're not going to let that happen to you. We'll find a way to get you home. Ah,
That's beautiful artwork. Mind
yeah.
blowing.
And now we got the two-parter. Like I said, there wasn't that a whole lot here for this episode, but this one, Chris Roberson and Jesus Marino was DC 1 million
1 million.
as they deal with Epoch, the Lord of Time. Um, two members of Justice Legion A, Flash and the Atom, respond to alarms, but were incapacitated by your anti-hourglass. Before you could proceed with any plans for conquest, however, additional members of the JLA appeared on the scene. Superman and Batman 1 million. Once apprehended, you were remanded to Batman's custody for trial and, if necessary, incarceration. While still in transit, you were found guilty of violating Hunter's Law of Time and a permeated paradox and sentenced to 10 years in the asylum, planet of Pluto. You have been designated inmate 78726, and the Pluto's and regulation and the rules and regulation of Pluto have been read to you. Violations will be dealt with severely. You are free to move about as you wish here within your nano chip cell, but unaccompanied access to any other parts of the asylum are restricted. Okay, that's it for the official intake speech. The big guy makes me read to the new kids. I do hope that you're able to rehabilitate. No one ever has, of course, but I keep hoping. So, any last questions before I go? Just one. Do you ever shut up? These thermal circuitry energy draining gloves were worth every penny I paid for them back in the 602nd century. Now the asylum's automated defenses will read Robin's energy signature if they do a movement scan. This would have been so much easier if the temporal indication field on this planet didn't keep me from jumping the chrono cube straight here. Almost there now. If the history records are correct, the bad case should be this way. Hope the history books were right about the verbal key. Vengeance of 1,000 Screams. Now, where is it? There you are. Just the thing I was looking for. His armor. Computer query. Where are the personal effects of inmate 78726? The anti-hourglass. I wouldn't expect too much from the old battlesuit if I were you. It's useless without the control core. So, oh, you mean this control core, Batman? I picked it up a few centuries ago on my way here. I'd rather not discuss where I had it hidden. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've just finished programming boom tube technology into the battlesuit, and I really must be going. No! If I hand it to them, I must hand it to them. This hero era's heroes are clever. The first JLA put their round table inside their headquarters. This JLA put their headquarters inside their round table. Still, if you've seen one trophy room, you've seen them all. Now that I have the battlesuit I came for, I need only retrieve my things and be on my way. I finally have everything I need to complete my destiny. By the time I get you back to your cell, Robin will have finished rebooting. I'll need to have him explain the rules to you again. It appears you didn't seriously think wouldn't be able to follow you, did you? It was the work of moments to track, and it was the work of moments to track your boom suit trail. Once I get my hands on the anti-hourglass, I'll show you the work of moments. You're making a mistake, Epoch. Ugh. Where did you go? Time for me to leave, I think. Sorry, can't say and introduce you to the effects of the anti-hourglass after all, Batman. But I'm on a tight schedule. Great Kent. Now that is a big door.
Did
Even if
he
I
just
couldn't.
drop Brainiac's ship on Batman?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Even if I could move it on my own, there's no way I can get past the nano identifiers and biofield security overlock. Fortunately, I don't have to. I just need to use the anti-hourglass to unwind time back to the last point that Superman himself opened the door, and the door opens on its own. What is it with heroes and their trophies? Finally. Going shopping, Epoch? See anything you like? You! But historical records say you're meant to be in the fifth dimension. I was. I was helping my cousin, the Superman of the fifth dimension, deal with an invasion of coronavirus colors from the outer spectrum. But then my 5D hearing picked up Batman's distress signal and I came running. This time I didn't even have to track your boom suit's trail. It was obvious where you'd go. There's no use running, Epoch. Your time has run out. No, I think you'll find I have all the time in the world. There's no use running, Epoch. They're stuck in a loop. I've got what I've come for with this battlesuit. I can finally defeat my enemies and take my rightful place in history. I've never used the chrono cube inside Tesseract space before. This should prove interesting. Oh, I see. Tesseract is simply another name for the timeless void in which I constructed my palace of eternity. Terrible draft in that place. All those winds of eternity blowing through every window and door, and a musty smell I could never get rid of. I'm better off without it. So he starts going to like the Phantom places where the Phantom Zone and everything until he makes his way there with his new battle suit. As he arrives in Metropolis, such a primitive era. Still, every emperor has to start somewhere. People of Earth, hear me! I am Epoch, the Lord of Time, and I am your new master. I have at my disposal the power to destroy entire world, but I'm not a vengeful ruler, and any that bend their knee to me shall find me forgiving. Master of Earth, now if we have anything to say about it, pal, and believe me, we do, or my name isn't Robin the Teen Wonder. So how was that for a first issue?
That's pretty epic.
Epic with Epoch.
Epic with Epoch. It's a clever name, though. That's a clever name
and
for
you
what
know
he does.
It is before his dealings in the JLA Wildcats stuff that Morrison had done.
Okay.
History records that and records that attempts at world conquest were commonly made by villains in the 20th and 21st century. Fools, who dares to stand against the awesome might of Epoch, the Lord of Time? However, it is important to note that this era is known as the first great age of heroes for a reason. Almost immediately upon arrival, Epoch found himself face to face with Superman, Batman, and Robin of that era, the original bearers of all three names. We dare. From the hero's perspective, it had only been months since they last encountered Epoch. I thought you were still in prison ever since we brought Flash and the others back from the Wild West. Or is this some sort of temporal paradox and those events haven't happened for you and you yet? Not that it matters. We put you behind bars before, we can do it again. Oh, I remember the indignity of that meeting all too well, Superman. That's why I came prepared for this encounter. Hurts, doesn't it? This laser is powered by rays of Earth's sun from 5 billion years hence, when it has grown ancient, bloated, and red. I felt worse. There's still enough yellow sun radiation stored in my cells to take you down, Epoch. Perhaps if I gave you the chance, which I don't intend to. Want to try out my battlesuit's gravity caster? What you're feeling is about 4 times the surface gravity of your native planet of Krypton. Red sun plus gravity subtracts the super from Superman. And what mere man can hope to defeat me? Okay, Robin, I think that's our cue. You should have learned by now, Epoch. Every time you try to conquer the world, Superman and Batman will be right there to stop you. Not this time, Batman. This time you shall be on hand to witness my ultimate victory. Look out, Robin. Heat-seeking missiles. You don't have to tell me twice. We'll have to give them something to get a bit hotter to seek. Don't rush on my account. I can use the exercise. Boom! Are you all right, Robin? I feel like I won 10 rounds of the whole squad of Gordovian slavers. You see, I have planned for every eventuality. Destiny is on my side. History records I am the rule of this era. Who are you to stand in my way? We're the ones who keep would-be conquerors like you from doing just that. I'm tired of this game. What in the heck? Force field cleaver. Behold, the Omega Barrier. It is as impassable as the event horizon of a black hole. Light and sound cannot enter, and nothing, not even a single photon, can escape. There is a way out of every trap. I hope we find it in time. I wish I could see the looks on your faces when I finally bring this era to heel. But I won't lock you in a time loop as I did your successors in the 853rd century, because I want you to bear witness to my triumph. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a world to conquer. Eventually, of course, time up. Because he's part fifth dimensional being, he's able to realize this.
Okay.
If not for my fifth dimensional super sense, I might never have noticed. And even someone as observant as Batman is still limited to three-dimensional sense. It's just a matter of linking my mind to his with super ESP and then, damn, a time loop. How long have we been repeating these moments? There's no way of telling why we're still trapped inside. And even though we're still aware of it, we're still stuck within the time loop. And we'll stay inside until we can devise a way out. I have an idea. As he basically takes over, and he is ruling it. It actually is the age of Epoch.
The age of Epoch.
Yep, whatever else he may be, Epoch is no liar. This Omega barrier is every bit as strong as he said. No effect. As escape over the black hole, and everyone knows that nothing escapes the black hole. I wouldn't be so sure about that, Robin. Huh? What's the matter, Robin? Has all that late night crime fighting got you sleeping through your physics class at Hudson University? Don't tell me you never heard of the Hawking radiation. It's all down to quantum fluctuations and uncertainty principles. All around us, all the time, virtual particles are spontaneously generated out of the vacuum, always in particle and antiparticle pairs that destroy each other immediately. With my heat vision, I should be able to excite the vacuum just inside the omega barrier to accelerate the process. Normally, the particles and antiparticles collide and destroy each other almost as soon as they appear. But due to the uncertainty principles, in principle, the exact location of the virtual particles is indeterminate. And in the case of a black hole, sometimes one half of a virtual pair can appear inside the event horizon and the other outside. Of course, if
Mhm.
Superman is able to generate enough of these virtual pairs, then he's bound to cause some of the particles to appear on the other side of the Omega barrier. And then it's just a matter of time. Um, Now for my first proclamation. Oh, but how? Don't seem so primitive now, do we? Time travel is too great of a power to leave in the hands of a madman like you, Epoch. I think I'll confiscate your chrono cube if you don't mind. But first, I don't like the looks of your hourglass you're holding either. No, I will not be denied. You will be quiet. It's been a real kick having you around, Epoch. And now that your time machine is safely stored in the Fortress of Solitude, I think it's time we put you away too. No, you imbeciles! You cannot fight history. It is no matter that you've taken the chrono cube. With my anti-hourglass still functioning, I can continue to transverse the time stream. Epoch, no, the damage you won't be able to control. Goodbye now, and for now, heroes. I return one day and fulfill my place in history.
Mm.
As we're seeing pop up and keep on getting beaten. For it's
Mhm.
stated, yes, he did take over on when he next emerged from the time stream back in the 853rd century, and he found you two wait. He found you two waiting for him. There are only two things that confuse me. First, how did you manage to escape from his time loop? It was all Batman's idea, really. Well, Robin, you remember that Superman was visiting the fifth dimension when he received my distress call. It occurred to me that Epoch's time loop likely extended only into four dimensions, three spatial and one temporal. So he does, it's that and Namphorpus soup. Uh, all we had to do was enter the fifth dimension and then reemerge back in normal space, only this time outside the area affected by the time loop. And right after we returned, Epoch reappeared. Well, that's the other thing that confuses me. I asked Epoch why he was so fixated on conquering the past when he could simply live in comfort in any place in time. With this and transtemporal technology, he could even travel anywhere in history. He was even able to come here to the 853rd century, which is a utopia by his era standard. He's a criminal, plain and simple. He's a criminal, plain and simple. No, it's more than that, I think. He's so obsessed with the past that he is blind to the boldness and boundless possibilities of the future. In fact, I actually feel sorry for him. And that's the other thing he also revealed. Yes, he was going to conquer it. History books just never said for how long.
Right. He did conquer for a day or two.
So how were all those issues?
Those were pretty cool. Very different and very unique in their own little ways.
What was your favorite?
The Kara Damien.
Yep. For
Yeah,
me,
that's my
it was
favorite.
the
The
Superman
Scarecrow.
versus Batman, the kids Superman Batman
Oh,
fight.
yeah, good point. Touche. That's
I
a
love
tough
that one
choice.
because it was I love that stuff. Like I don't have time for Nookie and all that,
That was a
but
tough choice.
it was a good fight.
Yeah, yeah, and on top of that, they both ended up ending with, this wouldn't happen anyway, they're friends, they always team
It's
up, knowing
stupid because they're
they've
so
fought
tough.
1,000 times already anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but the fact that they watched it, I thought it
Hmm.
was endearing and kind of cute, you know?
Yep. And what did you think about the two-parter?
Oh, it was good. I enjoyed it.
It was mostly about Epoch when you think about it.
Yeah, yeah, it was a little odd, and, tend to not attach very much to the villains that I'm not familiar with, and Epoch's kind of just odd.
But he was an interesting villain still,
But
nonetheless.
I enjoyed this one, and I thought the story was very interesting. You know, in history, he did
But
rule
just for a
and
few minutes, and
conquer
they never specified it.
for a few minutes, which, and you know, it kills. It was really cool that they applied a lot of actual science to this one instead of just
Especially the black hole one.
talking crazy smack. I'm like, oh man, they're talking about Hawking radiation. I'm familiar with all that. I studied
Two,
that stuff. So that's pretty cool, man. I was like, hey, they're actually kind of on point here with some of this stuff.
well,
That's
Chris
kinda
Roberson,
cool.
he was a great writer. Too bad he left DC because he felt burned by them. Because he was the one who finished up the Grounded story arc, and then they dropped an issue that he really wanted to do, and he just felt like pissed off at them.
I mean, I can understand. I can
Especially
relate.
when he had to wrap things up for the New 52 reboot. He hated it.
Really?
The
I
last thing
guess
he did for DC was the Legion of Superhero Star Trek crossover.
okay. And you know, that would make sense because if you knew that you have to hurry up and wrap up what you're
Hmm.
doing and drop any plans because they decided to go New 52, I can understand that perspective. Totally.
Yeah. And I'm just double checking. And also he's actually a science fiction writer, best known for doing alternate histories.
Okay. I guess he's probably written for Star Trek then, I assume. Probably
No.
episodes. Oh, okay.
Oh no, no, yes, he has. He's done some of the novels.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
The Myriad universe.
Okay. I mean, I am not a Star Trek fan. I'm sure people
And
are
he's
gonna
done stuff
not
with
like me for that.
Warhammer 40K.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, but he hasn't done much lately, it seems.
Oh, see, man, we were talking about that on the stream the other day, and I didn't really get a chance to say that I'm not a Warhammer fan, but I'm a huge D&D fan, so I can relate with them. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like we use miniatures and everything too, and
right.
I can relate with them. And I was like, oh
But what do you
man,
think about the artwork on all these issues?
fantastic! Not a complaint across the board, but the Power Girl Huntress,
That Brett Booth. I've had him on my show before, you know.
right? Really,
Yep, and he's a
man?
great artist. He's done such great stuff. He's the guy who did the Robert Vendetti run of Flash.
You know,
He worked on the
you're
Red Hood
absolutely right.
and with Scott. He's done a lot of Scott Lobdell work.
You're absolutely right, and I recognize it right off the bat. It's mind blowing. That's the kind of artwork. Same with McFarlane, and I hate to keep bringing him up. I'm sure he isn't really even doing anything art anymore. But
No, he's done an occasional, but not often.
right, he's still top notch. Like you go back to the '90s and take his work, it's like man, people are still gonna have trouble keeping up with him. Just the tiny lines and the tiny sketches that they used with the inking just sells it, man. For me anyway. For me anyway.
Yep. Well, that's all we got on this one. Tune in next time as we go over the final two story arcs of Superman Batman, the Sorcerer King and Kings and the Secret. But yep, we'll see you all then. Take care.